We could see our third tropical storm of the year later today, even though hurricane season started just yesterday. As if the country wasn't coping with enough already, scientists believe we may have 3 to 6 major hurricanes this season. The coronavirus is complicating nearly every aspect of disaster planning. Manuel Bojorquez shows us how emergency officials in Miami are trying to prepare.
When Hurricane Irma slashed South Florida in 2017, emergency managers did what they always do: evacuated thousands on buses, housing them in large and sometimes crowded shelters. This year will be different.
We will screen people when they come, take their temperature, ask them the standard questions if they have any symptoms, and we'll ask them if they have been cohabitating with somebody that has COVID-19.
Frank Rollison, Miami-Dade County's Director of Emergency Management, says COVID cases will need to be isolated, and the county may use hotels, government buildings, even empty classrooms. But he worries that the current social distancing messaging fights the evacuation messaging.
We've been telling them for so long now that you're safer at home, don't congregate, stay away from each other, but now you're going to be safer with us for a hurricane.
So you're concerned people would be afraid to go to a shelter because of the virus and endanger themselves to the storm.
Right, that's a concern that we have.
Meanwhile, Florida Power and Light is doing its usual storm prep. Normally, when the power goes out, an army of power workers from dozens of states rides to the rescue. But travel and health restrictions are already creating issues, says Michael Jarrow, an FPL vice president.
We've noticed actually early on this year, several utilities have been challenged trying to get additional resources in order for them to restore service.
It will be harder for you to restore power.
Absolutely. We anticipate there to be extended restoration times if we were challenged with a hurricane this year amid a global pandemic.
Florida's governor has urged the state's more than 20 million residents to stock up now.
If you need flashlights, if you need batteries, if you need generators.
That's a tall order for the unemployed. More than 2 million Floridians have filed unemployment claims since mid-March, like Janet Simon.
It's a punch in the gut because I have no money to prepare. I have nothing. I'm basically trying to survive and buying a little bit here.
With 3 kids and an unemployed husband, Simon is finally getting some hours at her restaurant job.
So when it comes to hurricane season, do you feel even more vulnerable this year?
Absolutely. These storms are getting stronger and stronger from what they're saying that we can expect. We're definitely not prepared at all.
A recent survey by AAA mirrors some of the concerns officials have about hurricanes during the pandemic. Nearly a third of people who responded said they are more concerned about this hurricane season over the last. But 42% said fear of the virus would make them less likely to evacuate ahead of a major storm. Anthony?
Yeah, and thank you, Manuel. And again, scientists say 3 to 6 hurricanes could come this season.